We're back from the ashes. That is what's happening. This is exactly what's happening in the market. And you might be wondering, like, should you buy? Did you get off guard, caught off guard, and whatnot? If you live under a rock, what really happened is that Donald Trump tweeted that he's going to make, America the greatest crypto nation of all time. XRP, Solana, and ADA is going to be part of this crypto strategic reserve. And then he quickly adds that, of course, it's going to be Bitcoin and ETH as well. Now, it's super interesting, and you probably have heard this a million times throughout the weekend, but I was actually expecting this news to happen around May. So if you follow my content, you know that I've been talking about the fact that it should come, this news, because they had 90 and 180 days respectively. And I was expecting this news to come around May, June, late April, May, June. But it came so much earlier, which is basically now. It came now. And considering the early announcement, I do believe the bottom is in or super close. But the question really is, should you buy? And we're always, and whoever says what, I don't really care. But we're always one Trump post away from being so freaking back. It's like, it's crazy. It's crazy. So I'm 40% deployed. I'm going to talk about what levels I would look for. And I just want to give a big shout out to one of the community members who sent me this DM today. And he said, a year ago, I would be FOMOing into this pump. Now I'm taking profits and catching my own fish. So big shout out here because this is exactly what I would like you to do. And this is exactly what I want to empower you with, is that you can think for yourself and you can just enjoy the benefits of trading and understanding what you're doing. Guys, I'm a little bit later today and I haven't been here last week much. I had a little bit of family emergency, but now I'm here. And if you are here and if you appreciate me being here and if you like the show, please physically make sure to actually do like the show. That would truly mean the world to me. And of course, would be awesome for the algo as well. What's happening? Good morning. Zia, I see you in the chat. What's happening here? GM. Is the chat rolling? Cuz something is happening here. Let me go. It is rolling. Okay, but it doesn't roll here. Hold on a second, guys. Hold on a second. I'm gonna fix this in 2 seconds. Okay, we'll just... Cuz I have to fix this here. My chat is not rolling here for some reason. Okay, cool. But I've got a bunch of the shit to talk about, so let's jump into the show. Guys, I see so many of you here actually. I see so many of you here. Let me see. I like apple pen, pineapple pen. Okay, if you remember, you're too old to remember that. Good morning, GM from PH. It's almost 10 p.m. Nice. Fantastic, Fefe. I'm so happy. Aloha, good morning. Sandra, I see you here as well. Plenty of scalps around though. Yes, plenty of scalps. We're going to talk about them. Hello, Fefe. What's happening? GM, it's so good to be back. Good morning, Gonzo. What's happening? 76K possible. Yes, but I don't think it's happening. Smash the damn like button, people. We didn't have shows because of it. Okay, let's go. Let me try this one more time if it works. It still doesn't. For some reason, it still doesn't really work. Cause I don't know what should we do here. Okay, cool. Let's jump into it. So here is what is happening. Over $330 billion were added to the cryptocurrency market in the past 24 hours. This was coming out on March 2nd. So it was coming out yesterday when this whole big announcement was coming out with Trump and the strategic reserve. Again, you probably have heard about it from all the YouTubers and whatnot. So I'm not really keen on explaining what really happened because you probably don't know the news. But TLDR, Trump tweeted and he said or posted on his Truth Social, and he said, there will be a Bitcoin reserve, there will be a crypto reserve, there will be XRP and ADA in it, and Solana in it, and then he later added, and of course Bitcoin and Ethereum as well. It kind of seems, the whole thing seems just a little bit like, what is really happening with this dude? But anyway, so today the market is up, obviously up. Cardano up 53%, very under-owned, obviously. But also you get these tokens that are catching a bit here. IOTA 15%, XRP 20%, of course, Ondo 16%, Algorand 12%. Kronos, I don't even know why, probably because it's American, 16%, Solana 17%, Render 12%. You've got all these tokens out here, which are catching a bit. But for the first time in history, I have to agree with Peter Schiff, okay? To the extent that he says, I get the rationale for Bitcoin reserve because he doesn't understand it. So I don't agree with it, but I get it. We have a gold reserve. Bitcoin is digital gold. By the way, congratulations for Peter Schiff for admitting that Bitcoin is digital gold. So that's already like really, really good. I think he kind of like, he was just posting it and he was just speaking from the heart and it just slipped his mouth. Anyway, which is better than analog gold, which is fantastic, fantastic. Anyway, so let's create a Bitcoin reserve too. But what's the rationale for an XRP reserve? Why the hell would we need that? And I so agree with him. So agree with him. Like, if you think about the fact, what do you really need? What do you really need a reserve for? You need a reserve because you want the country to be, to have an asset that they can rely on. And if you include an asset that they can rely on, sorry, I'm just fixing the chat here at the same time. If you have an asset that you can rely on, and that asset is not a very fixed, very a great hedge against inflation, if it's not limited in supply, if it's not, then what are you even really talking about? And so including XRP, including Solana, I kind of understand, but again, we're kind of like running with this. I don't want to bash Solana a lot, but if you look at Cardano, ADA, this thing has 300 million total value logged. There's 21 million in stablecoins only. We're talking about billions and billions in Solana and Sui, and and there is, hold on to your pants, cuz, $735 in daily app revenue. What is this? What are we even talking about here? Like, it's a shocker. Like, and for the first time, I really thought, like, these guys have zero idea what they're talking about. And it actually can be quite concerning because you may be like, oh, because this is Charles Hoskinson is in the States and it's a States-made coin and it's a MAGA coin and it's fine. But these guys don't know what they're doing. They don't know what they're doing. And so if you're talking about XRP, these guys are happy that after 7 years, they could break even. The founder does not hold basically at all XRP. So the first time he's going to buy XRP is going to be now that is going to be bought from the taxpayers' money. It's crazy. It's crazy. But anyway, let's put all this aside. Even if Cardano or XRP, it doesn't really matter. What matters is that Arthur Hayes says, and I 100% agree with him, nothing new here. Just words. Okay, this is what we've seen. The guys, do you remember the guys that held the press conference with David Sachs and we were like, oh my God, what's going to happen? And it just came on and like, we'll just do something and we'll just launch something and we'll be like, cool. And yeah, this is kind of like a similar situation. I just see Baron going like, Dad, like my bags are so fucking down, bro. I take a 50x leverage long on Hyperliquid, which actually happened on Bitcoin and on ETH. Could you just post something about it? Sure. But Dad, you forgot Bitcoin and Ethereum, Dad. Come on, Dad. And he goes, oh, and Bitcoin and Ethereum, poof, bomb my bags sold. Okay, so nothing new here. Nothing new here. Let me, when they get congressional approval to borrow money and or revalue the gold price higher. Without that, they have no money to buy Bitcoin and shitcoins. Now, I do think Doge will actually free up some funds that they can spend on buying Bitcoin, but I don't think it is like in the bag. I do not think it is in the bag. What is even more concerning, that Bad, who I respect a lot, the CEO of Bybit, he understands the space. He's also just saying exactly, he's retweeting. So a bunch of good and smart people, I know your KOLs and your influencers telling you, buy the dip, it's the perfect opportunity to long 50x. I'm telling you that it is not. It is not necessarily. Now, Fear and Greed Index jumped to 33. From that, it was a 10, actually. And it went up to 33. It was 26 yesterday. So, obviously, we're catching a little bit back here. It was obvious that it was going to come back at some point. But remember that this is not the sole indicator that you should be trading based on. But it is catching a little bit here. So, let's look at the charts because important to note, I tweeted this and I said, oh, by the way, guys, if you don't know who I am, my name is Fefe and I bring you the best alpha in the freaking world, like genuinely crypto alpha. I boil down simple things to you so you understand. And also I'm bringing you the best trades on here, on live, on my X. So if you want more of that, I would truly, truly appreciate if you subscribe to the channel here, come back every single day. But also go onto my X profile. There's a link in the description that you can go onto my X profile and you can turn on notifications. Follow me because I share my trades, I share my thoughts, I share everything that helps you make money in the market. So definitely do that. But I tweeted and I said, important to note, bottom means 2.56 trillion. So I said, that I was expecting this news coming later, but the bottom is most likely in. And then what usually tends to happen is that why? Because now it's bothering me why this thing is not working. Now I'm pissed. Now I'm like, why is this thing not working?
Refresh.
I refreshed it, bro. I refreshed. Anyway, so a lot of you are wondering like, it doesn't even react. This is not even, it doesn't even move. It's like it's nothing. Okay, anyway. So what is interesting is that a lot of people, what they do at this time is they just get in and they go, oh my God, Fefe said that the bottom is in and Trump is gonna come out and do something crazy. So we're just gonna take a 20x leverage long with the whole account. And then if something goes wrong, we're just gonna go and bash Fefe for it. Well, that's not how it works. So this is why I clarified here and I said, important to note, bottom means 2.56 trillion in the total market cap, which I'm going to talk about in a second. And another pullback can happen, but the risk reward have shifted. So I was waiting for 70-ish Bitcoin, 72. I said 78, 72. We touched 78, which is great, but I said 72, 78. So we could see a reversal, but there are some key levels we need to account for. And for now, I deployed 30 to 40% of my capital back. I sold all the way up. You know that. I talked about this, and you probably have saved a ton of money by just selling it with me. I deploy 30-40% back there. Now I said me things. I tweeted this yesterday and I said this is the weekly chart. Now obviously I don't necessarily think that this is going to take like April, May, but it can. We'll see what announcements are coming. But I do think that we are going to fill the wick down here, do a 50% retrace. And then also let's not forget, if we put aside my perfect TA, you can also look at the CME gap that usually gets filled, and there is a massive fucking CME gap, which opened, which was the largest CME gap on Bitcoin ever, which is like a $10,000 CME gap. So this has to be filled down at $84,000, $85,000. But let's look at the charts, guys. I also want to make sure that you understand what I'm saying here. Please make sure you do like the show. Make sure you do follow me on X. Let me just, I'm outsmarting the system, cuz. I'm outsmarting the system here. So you see it here. I'm outsmarting. Ben is an absolute legend. The way he dealt with the hack, much appreciated. I agree. I 100% agree. 𝗙𝗘𝗙𝗙𝗙, which Solana. Trump will make an announcement today regarding investment. We're gonna talk about it. Has nothing to do with crypto. I put Kazi's hat on it for this. Rumor has it XRP funded the Trump meme. I don't know. Please is different because it's Trump making this announcement, not David Sachs. Bro, the guy doesn't know what he's tweeting now. He doesn't understand crypto. That's the problem. Who is this dope talking PP? PP is not me, but Fefe, it's me. Perhaps these coins allow the friends of Trump to take more liquidity out of the market. We'll see. Why before the Trump tweet, some traders went long, exactly hyperliquid. So what happened is insider trading, 99.9%. CME to the upside too. Yeah, not much. Trump will make an announcement today regarding it. Yes, we're going to look at it. What happens if CME gap only gets filled in the next bear market? I heard this a million times. We can look at it a little bit later. But I think it's time for us to look at the chart because this is the relevant part. So very important. I've been calling for the dump from up here, but also I've been saying that we need to come back to the 50% retrace. And the reason is because markets always retrace 50%. So you see here, and then you make lower lows and lower highs, and then you have this retrace, and then so this is kind of how the market structure really looked. And we need to see a higher high on the daily for us to confirm complete reversal for the market. Now I've been tweeting about it, and I said that this year, 2025, we will traders heaven and investors hell because it's going to be a Bitcoin and rotation market. And that's exactly what I think. So the total market cap doesn't necessarily need to make a new high for us to make a shit ton of money. I'm just saying that ultimately what we want to see for a big ass alt season or a big bull market rally is we want to see a new retrace to all-time highs. Now, if you look at the previous level here, which was very, very similar than this, we've got a massive wick here. We've got a massive wick here, and then we have consolidation. And only how long did this take? It took 95 days, brother. 95 days to make a new high on here. I definitely see that happening. So I don't think it's 95 days, but I do think we can go into a chop for a month or two in here and then potentially just retrace and then create a higher high. Why? Because we do not have. So here's the important part. Ultimately, I do think the low is in. Okay. So ultimately, I do think that this down here at $2.56 trillion is the low. The reason why I think that is because there was a massive announcement coming from Trump. The cards are on the table. Everybody's expecting the reserve. Everybody knows that it's going to be Solana and it's going to be XRP, it's going to be ADA, and it's going to be other American-made coins. So this should ultimately be the bottom. Mark my words. If this is not the bottom, the bull market is over. I'm calling it now. If this gets broken on the daily and close below, I'm out, fully out. I'm not getting back in for a year, okay? So this should not break ultimately, but I also think that this announcement will hold, okay? So this announcement will hold, but we're not ready because we were not able to break above a daily level up here. Now, the first point that I would consider going, okay, so this is actually most likely the reversal that we've been waiting for, is if we would see a close above the 3.24 trillion on the daily chart, But this can take weeks and weeks and weeks. We'll look at the news that's coming out today. So it might happen today. It might happen a week from now, but usually, or ultimately, I would say it will probably take a week. So for me to turn extremely bullish and add the remaining 60% of my capital, we need to see a daily close above the 3.24 trillion. Please note this, okay? 3.24 trillion mark. If we break and close above the 3.24 trillion on the daily chart, we will see very similar pattern what happened here. Look at this. We closed and broke above the daily chart, and the whole market rallied about 30-40%. That means your coins went 60 to 80 to 90%. Okay, this is exactly what is going to happen. Now, what is interesting, if you look at Bitcoin did not retrace 50% at the time when the total market cap retraced, because we had Michael Saylor buying, because we had this, because we had that. But with this dump, with this current dump that we had and then reversal, we did have a full 50% retrace on Bitcoin and a higher high on the 4 hour. This is a very, very, very strong reversal zone, reversal signal. And this is a very, very strong, high possibility setup from a daily 50% retrace, as you've seen here, with the 4 hour higher high. This is a very strong indication that we are indeed going to see a close above the 100,000. The question is when. Now, I took a bet, and I don't want this to close above the 100,000 before the 10th of March. I don't think it will, but unfortunately, I took the bet before this news came out, and the person got extremely lucky. But obviously, I want to make sure that I'll let you know about the bet, what is really happening. But ultimately, I don't want this to close above the 100,000 until March 10. So please just sell whatever you can. Okay. But ultimately, let me look back at the total market cap, and then we got to look at other coins as well. Ultimately, here is what I'm thinking. Let me just delete this. Bum. Also, guys, I would appreciate if you like the show. If you, how's the likes? Cuz how's everything going there?
Do the analysis.
Do the what?
Do the analysis, like the summary.
Okay, do the analysis. That's good. So here is how this goes. So ultimately, here's what I'm thinking. We do have a 50% retrace on the total market cap. On the daily, a beautiful, beautiful retrace, a lower low, a close below there. For me to confirm an ultimate reversal, we need to see a close above the 3.24 trillion. Mark this, 3.24 trillion. If we do see a close above on the daily chart, the 3.24 trillion on the total, make sure that you get in with the remaining money that you have. I'm about 40% allocated. I'm going to deploy the next 60%, depending on if there will be a pullback or not. I don't think there will be, so I'm just going to start deploying then. I will keep you updated on my X. But in general, the same scenario will happen that we've seen here. It close above on the daily. It doesn't really matter how long the consolidation might be. We are going to see a close above, and that's the time to long. Until then, I do think that the local bottom is in, which could be this 2.56 trillion. I don't think that we are going to go lower. If we do, I do think that the bear market arrived, and I do think that there will be no bull run going forward. And ultimately, what I'm going to look for is a 50% retrace down here to the 2.84 trillion. And respectively, I'm going to look at Bitcoin as well, because it's important. Respectively, down here at about 87, 86,000 on Bitcoin. See that as a retrace, and then take a long position. 400 like. Okay. Guys, I would truly appreciate if you just smash the like button, because I'm literally bringing you the best show ever. Like, literally best show. Look at the comments. March 7th, we'll break it. SBR with alts will incentivize top alts project to bring business to use. What comments should I look at? We see what the chart's telling. Fefe the man. Ook will tell the MM. Okay, cool, thanks. This dude is bearish every time he's live, no matter the news. Brother, I'm up 500% on my Bitcoin leverage long. Like, I'm all in spot. What should we do? Wait, how's it? LTC because if they do Bitcoin Satoshi Vision, I should do someone. I don't know. Hope everything is okay with your daughter. Yes. My kid is fine. Is Ram buying XRP? No, I don't know. Let's smash him. I hate bears, too negative. Okay, goodbye. I was in an accident. I'm so sad to hear. There's an announcement. Yeah, so let's talk about this. I wanted to tell you one more thing. What was I looking at here? Is there anything specific I was looking at here? Okay, good. So I wanted to tell you one thing. I told you about, before we look into other coins, I told you about our partner on the show here. Okay, so I told you about it on Wednesday when they launched. So they are called 𝗙𝗘𝗙𝗙𝗪. They allow you to DCA dollar cost average into Bitcoin with your own bank and with your own bank card. You don't need to, have another platform and whatever. You literally just sign up, you connect your bank card through Stripe or PayPal, so it's not even through their platform security at most. And then depending on how much you purchase, you can literally just buy an additional percentage of Bitcoin in a self-custody way, and it sends it to your own wallet. It's actually incredible. I'm really, really surprised how good it is. And I told you about them on Wednesday when they had their token launch. Here's what I said. I was traveling and it was on a ping pong table, so please forgive my sound quality here. But which is absolutely insane. Anyway, they do have a token that is launching today. So if you want to check that out, I do believe it's a great buy. It's going to launch at about 15 cents. If you can buy it between 15 and 25 cents, I do think it's a bargain. I genuinely. So I said, why between 15 to 25 cents? And I went into later and I said you can go up to 30, 35 cents. But anyway, I told you that it was going to be a very cool launch because I know the team, I know the product, I know that there is no selling pressure. The team is logged, the pre-sale investors are logged, everybody is logged. There is no selling pressure. Now, this is how the chart did. So I told you to buy. I was literally looking at the launch. I was telling you to buy. I was looking at the launch. It was launching here at about 25. It launched at 15 cents, right? And then it went up and spiked all the way down here at like 20, 28-ish. So you could have easily gotten it at about 25 to 29 cents. And it went about 175% since then. But even if you just listened and you bought it around 35-ish, you could have made 100% the past 2 days. So these are the launches that are, one, very professional because the team is logged. The whole project actually makes a lot of sense. The product is really good that they're coming out with. Anyway, I would encourage you to go and check them out. The token is still extremely interesting in my opinion. Obviously, you gotta factor it that it could be a long-term hold. I know for a fact that the team is logged. You can find everything on here. You can go onto their page. There's a link in the description. You can go onto their token and you will see their unlocks and whatever that is happening over there. So you go down here on their tokenomics and you will see who is unlocked and when do they have the unlocked team and partnerships and everything else. You can go onto the 𝗙𝗘𝗙𝗙𝗪 tokenomics and you will be able to scroll through here and you will be able to see exactly who is unlocked when and the pre-sale, the bird, exchange, liquidity, community, treasury. Anyway, it's a very, very, very cool platform in my opinion, and the token is very interesting as well. So go and check them out. There's a link in the description. Just so you're aware, you just go down here into the description. You can find it here, 𝗙𝗘𝗙𝗪. I'm excited to work with the guys going forward as well. That said, let's jump in. This chart is insane. Hey, bruv. So good. Like, I'm so happy if people... Did anyone in the comments, did any one of you guys took this trade? Someone... I don't see any. Anyway, fine. If you didn't, that's on you. I think it was a fantastic trade. Anyway, I wanted to show you some tokens. Let's go some tokens. So made in USA. So if you look at like what is really happening with Trump, we should talk about some tokens that you might want to get a decent entry on. I would look at most of these tokens to long when we see the retrace on the total market cap. So I will be interested in taking these tokens and looking at a potential long. I can't get myself to long Cardano, like honestly, but I'm probably gonna take a long on XRP. I'm definitely gonna look at a Sol entry, and I'm gonna look at AVAX because I do think that AVAX has a very interesting potential for a massive rally. I'm gonna show you some of these tokens now. Let's run through some of them, and then I'm going to talk about some major news that are still happening here. So look, so this is also very interesting. Like XRP does not come back 50. So do you think there's still a little bit of down movement here that we're still waiting? It looks very good structural, by the way. Like it breaks below, comes back. We have a higher high formed. I do expect it to come back a little bit. So once the total market cap came back, I would be interested in buying XRP below $2.5. If I see a higher high on the lower time frame, this is what I'd be looking at. Again, match it with the total market cap, but this is what I would be looking at. Let's look at Solana. Solana, so I'm actually not happy about Solana. I'll tell you why. I know everybody's telling you otherwise, but this crypto dump really gave me a lot of things to think about, okay? And one of the things was, why on earth am I actually listening to anyone else? Like, and I know it sounds very cocky, but it's not about being cocky. It's about, I shorted Bitcoin at 107,000. Okay, and then I just open up and I'm like, oh, maybe I'm wrong. And you get this whole thing. When you're trading yourself in the basement, you've got no problems because you're just trading yourself. But I've got eyes on me. I've got people at Benter. I've got different other hosts. And then I'm just, I'm obviously trying to get everything in. And that made me insecure and that made me stop my shorts. And I could have shorted the whole thing to like 78, which was my target, 78, 80,000. Anyway, what I wanted to say with this is that if I look at the Sol chart here and I look at the weekly, I do not like this. Like, I don't like this. Like, if you look at this, this is called a trendline liquidity here. And yes, was this liquidation enough? But I also told you at RUNE, I don't know if you remember, and I said, I see that there is a massive liquidity built up here in RUNE. And that's exactly what happened. We didn't know, there was no news here. And I said, we can see a massive drop here, 78% drop off to that. And this is very similar to what I see on Sol. And I'm not fudding Sol. I'm just saying that this does not look good for me, okay? On the weekly, on the daily, this doesn't look good. This is just what I'm seeing. So technically, do I see Sol coming down to the sub 180? Yes. Yes, I do. Now, is it going to happen because the reserve is going to be and whatever? I don't know. It's very unlikely looking at this now, but you have to keep in mind that I do think Sol has a possibility of coming sub 100. I don't know when, I don't know how, but I don't like this built up liquidity and can really, really wreck you. So whenever you trade Sol, I do think it's a good idea to trade it because obviously very responsive, massive pump. Now the announcement, you have to trade it with ease. So I was looking at this, there was no 50% retrace here. So the next level would be where I would be interested is about $153. This is where I'd be interested in buying Sol. Then I was looking at AVAX. Came back 50. You see, we don't even have a retrace here. Like, we don't even have a market structure shift. There is no close below here. I mean, this can really flush one more. There is no real retrace here. So I mean, of course you can pump this. Yeah, I'm not interested in this, to be very honest with you. Like, you can pick up a bag if you want, but I'm not interested. So it's saying AVAX is linked with the Digital Pound Foundation. Oh my God, what's happening in Britain is wild, bro. After this Zelensky-Trump shit show, and then Zelensky goes to Britain, and then the Prime Minister is like, we act and we're gonna send our troops. The fuck are you thinking about? Like, it's just wild. It's wild. It's wild. The reserve will be slow in over time. They won't buy lump sum. Of course they want. Of course they want. So, and also, let's not forget for all the moon boys and idiot KOL saying, they have to buy everything on day one, bro. They gotta buy the whole Cardano supply, Like, I wanna remind you that Bybit bought, hold on to your chair, $1.5 billion worth of ETH, and you didn't see it in the chart. Okay, because there are OTC deals, there are market makers. It's not going to be the state is not going to go on there and push a button on an exchange and buy your bags. It's not how it's going to happen. It's going to be a slow process. They have to go through Congress, and even if it does go through Congress, they need to set up custodians. They need to set up structures. And once that's all done, then they're going to start deploying capital slowly. It's not like market buy for, I don't know, $200 billion. That's not how it's going to happen. So it's like whoever is telling you otherwise, it's crazy. Oh, thank you so much. Out of the bins. Handsome Fefe. Thank you so much. I'm going to give you a clap. Chop, monkey face. Happy to see you back here. Soul Talk and Unlock will make it drop. The unlock is done. The unlock is done for. Solana will forever be relevant because of the meme market. It's not because of the meme market. Solana is the casino of the crypto world. Whatever new launching, the innovation hub, that's Solana. That's Solana. What is that other watch on your wrist? It's called a Whoop. It's called. It looks like a prison tracker, to be honest with you. So I'm gonna. This is the battery. I forgot to take this off. This is the battery. It's actually quite cool. This monitors my sleep, my stress. It's really, really, really good. Okay, what else do we have here? Don't laugh, man. Don't laugh, man. What else do we have here? XLM. So yes, I am holding some XLM. Let's look at XLM. Also, did you guys see the vlog? I just want to know in the chat if people know what the vlog is. Put up a vote. Do you know what the $1 billion hustle is? XLM looking decent here. XLM looking decent again down here. 30 cents. 30 cents is where I'm interested at. Guys, also I wanted to tell you before I move on, I wanted to tell you about an incredible opportunity. So you know, we work with different exchanges. We work with coin. Oh, there's the vote is up there. Vote. Oh, my chat works again, brother. My chat works. What's happening? It's good. You just needed to put up a vote, bro. That's it. Like it literally just. You just needed to put up a vote. Anyway, so I wanted to tell you about CoinW. They are one of our exchange partners. There's a link in the description to them. You can get $30,000 worth of bonuses. They are non-KYC, available worldwide, great platform, opening up to the Western world. You make sure to go and check them out. Again, what I always do, take advantage of the bonuses. You can't get that in a bear market. So if you want to get $30,000 bonuses, you literally deposit, you get back money. You deposit more, you get back more money. You trade for 50,000 trading volume, which is nothing. You get $200. It's like, it's so simple and it's stupid not to do it. So there's a link in the description. Go and check out CoinW. If you go down here, you will be able to see them. Go and check them out. You also claim $100 in user rewards just out of the bat. Okay, so go and check them out. Shout out to CoinW. But let me see, what's the vote cause? What's happening here? Do you know what the 77% knows what the $1 billion hustle is. For the 23% of you, I'm gonna tell you that the $1 billion hustle is our vlog. Like, this is my life. Okay, weekly vlog episode coming out, and it's actually quite cool. This is the recent episode. We drop them every single Sunday. This is the recent episode. Bybit executives were tricked into signing transactions. This is by far the largest exchange hacking history. OKX invited us to Malta.
I've been missing it as well.
We're going to Malta next week.
I
don't have time for it. I need the best of the best.
One of the wildest days of my career.
That is about $1.5 billion worth of ETH that is being stolen. Anyway, so if you want to check that out, there's a link in the description. If you want to see what a hustle is, what it takes, how it works, you know, all that behind the scenes stuff, go and check it out. It says subscribe to Fefe's weekly vlog. You will be able to see it here. I'm excited to see you over there, and I almost going to talk about the VOOP. That's how it came to my mind. Cool. What other, I have some news for you that I wanted to share because we have to talk about it. One is that President Trump will host the first White House crypto summit on Friday, March 7th. Now, if this does not send Bitcoin above the 100,000, I don't know what will. So like, honestly, like I'm unfortunately probably lost this bet because I didn't expect the president to come out and do a summit, a crypto summit. Like, it has nothing to do with the charts, bro. Bitcoin was bleeding down 78%, 78,000. Anyway, so this happened. We have to, we'll see what's happening there, but I do think that this is going to be extremely bullish, to be very honest with you. As Raw Paul says, and I 100% agree with you on the long term, the US government is literally telling you that they're going to kickstart Altseason by buying your bags. Something I never thought would be on my bingo card again. Very important. Yes, they are going to buy our bags. Yes, they will load up, but yes, no, it's not going to happen like overnight market buy everything. So, Trump to make investment announcement at 1:30 p.m. ET. That's about 6 hours. That's about, what is it? That's about 4 hours from now. Very important. Yes, it's about 4 hours from now. I bet $100. I'm going to give away $100 tomorrow, sure, if this has anything to do with crypto. Like, I think it has nothing to do with crypto. Tomorrow night will be big. I will tell it like it is. So like he's talking about today and he's talking about tomorrow. I do not think it has anything to do with crypto. The guy has bigger fish to fry. He has a kid on one side and he has Putin on the other side, and he needs to like kind of figure this out, and he has all the other world problems. So I don't think it has anything to do with crypto. And all of you who are saying, well, maybe you're right. We'll yet to see it, but we're going to look at it. Okay, let's go. Thoughts on Ton? No thoughts on Ton. Vote. The likes are still stuck. It shows only 93. It shows 573 for me. So, for some reason, YouTube doesn't update it unless you refresh the page. Okay. Excellent. Nice as usual. Many thanks. You're welcome. We'll have live trading sessions someday. Yes! Bro, I'm almost done with school. I need to do 2 more lessons with school, and then we're back at 100x Club. I'm telling you, we're gonna do live trading sessions like never before. I'm gonna open, I already have a thought. It's gonna be free. You will have to trade using my link in the description. And any of the exchanges, you will get access to my trading Telegram. I have it all figured out now. It's gonna be incredible. You will get access to my chart notifications going through a Telegram group in there, and you will be able to take your trades based on that. It's gonna be incredible. And then we're gonna do obviously long live trading on the 𝗙𝗘𝗙𝗙𝗀. For those of you who don't know what 𝗙𝗘𝗙𝗙𝗀 is, this is 𝗙𝗘𝗙𝗙𝗀. This is my trading channel. Again, there's a link in the description. You can go down there, and we are going to go back here at Fefe's trading channel and do live trading, trading education, and much more. Go and check that out. Subscribe. And also, again, I just want to invite you to go and check out my profile. There's a link in the description to my X, turn on notifications. I post stuff that will eventually make you money and help you navigate the market. And if you have watched throughout here, I truly appreciate you. There are 2 videos that you can watch if you're rewatching. Check them out. There's a link in the description to all our partners, all my socials and everything else. Check those out as well. And there is a follow button that should be right here that you can click on and subscribe to the channel. It's a subscribe button, not follow button. Anyway, guys, truly appreciate you. Every single one of you. Come back tomorrow because I believe I'll see you in the next one. Take care.